What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Amanda Marie. Over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're someone that is into perfume, if you're into smelling good, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells, that way you don't miss out on any videos that I upload. Today's video is going to be short and sweet. Usually I come to y'all with a lot of new releases from French Avenue / Fragrance World, but in the month of October I didn't get much. But I do have two fragrances I'm going to go over with you guys really quick. They're new, they're 2025 releases, so if you are actually looking for these fragrances and you want a little bit of information, you want a little bit of tea on what they smell like before you buy, then keep watching this video. These two fragrances are both called Zenith. You have Zenith Blue and then you have Zenith Noire. I feel like they are both targeted for men. They do have a bit of masculinity going on with them, so just keep that in mind. I don't mind it, especially this. Actually, both of them smell pretty good. The blue really reminds me of one of my favorite fragrances. Let me go ahead and show you guys the packaging so you know what you're gonna get when you order your fragrance. Again, this one is called Zenith Blue. This is the front, this is the back. And this is what the bottle looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and give you guys an up close personal view of the bottle. I think it's really chic, you know, it's very minimalistic in my opinion, you know, when it comes to Arabic fragrances, because the bottles can be kind of out there, you know what I mean? But I think this one is just simple to the point. You know, I think it would look good on your display or wherever you keep your fragrances. Hopefully you don't keep them in the bathroom, okay? We have bergamot, eleme in the top. We have pepper, lavender, and geranium in the middle. And in the base, we have ambroxan, vetiver, and patchouli. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a spray. Even though I've already sprayed it, I know what it's giving. And it really reminds me a lot of Bleu de Chanel. To me, that is a classic blue fragrance. And if you've never heard any influencer use the term blue, basically to me it means fresh, clean, aquatic. It pretty much reminds you of being next to a body of water, the ocean maybe. I do feel like there is a difference between blue and marine. Marine, I feel like the fragrance is going to go into more of an ambergris type of vibe, where you may pick up something that smells like the ocean. To me, ambergris can come off a little bit fishy at times, so I'm really particular when I see fragrances that have ambergris. But I think for the most part, ambergris is now a synthetic note, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, this one really reminds me of Bleu de Chanel, more so the original version. In the opening, you get this bright, crisp, clean citrus. That's the bergamot. You get the peppery notes, geranium and the patchouli. Both of those together are really kind of creating this almost a green type of accord in this fragrance. I get the lavender here. This is when it turns a little masculine for me. I've noticed that a lot of fragrances that are targeted for men have a note of lavender in them. I don't know if that adds to the fresh and clean vibe, or you know, create some type of herbal aesthetic. I don't know, but I've noticed that a lot of fragrances targeted for men have lavender. I'm also pulling that ambroxan. The ambroxan here is going to give you more of a woodiness, not necessarily. It probably will also give you a little bit of a musky vibe too, but to my nose it's coming off more woody than anything. So if you like fragrances like Bleu de Chanel, the OG, the Eau de Parfum, or the parfum, you may like this. If you like fragrances like Creed Aventus, you will like this. Those are the vibes that I get from this fragrance. I think it is masculine. Like I said, I think it's great for everyday wear, office, running errands, date night, whatever the occasion may be. I think this will work, okay? Because it just smells good. At the end of the day, this really just smells like a well put together gentleman, and I like it. Now I wear Bleu de Chanel is one of my favorite fragrances from Chanel. I have the OG, I have the Eau de Parfum version, which is not too far from the OG. And I just recently got NPR, the newest one from Chanel, which is Bleu de Chanel L'Exclusif. Okay, and I will be talking about that in another video. I'll be talking about that in my October perfume tray video, baby, which if you can get a good glimpse over there at the perfume tray, is massive. Okay, it's a lot going on that tray, and I got perfumes here and here and over there that I still haven't put on the tray. So please stay tuned for that video. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and click that button right now. That way you don't miss all the fragrances that I wore in October. And baby, there's a lot. Next one I have here is Zenith Noire. And out of the two, this one is going to be my favorite. Okay, box is very similar. The back. And here is the bottle. Let me take this out so you guys can get an up close view. The bottles are the same, except this one is black. Now both of the bottles look the same. Okay, the Zenith Noire, which is the one I'm holding now, the bottle is all black. The Zenith Blue may have come off black on camera, but in person it's navy blue. Okay, but the designs are the same. Now oddly enough, this one I could not really find any notes on this one. I believe this one is a 2025 release as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking it is. There are other Zenith fragrances too. I believe there's a Zenith Tobacco. I saw notes for that one, but this one, not a lot of notes online, so I had to do a little bit of digging. Now, from what I understand, this fragrance has incense, amber, and vetiver. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a spray as well. When I tell you, this one is so pretty. This is really good, you know, but at first whiff, it really puts me in the frame of mind of Chronicles. And I don't know if you guys saw the video I did when I talked about Chronicles, but I will pop up the notes for Chronicles so you can see what those notes are. But as far as, again, what I see here, in the top you have incense, in the middle you have amber, and in the base you have vetiver. To my nose, this fragrance is coming off very soft. It's not in your face. It doesn't have that kind of boom, wow factor in the opening like Zenith Blue. Zenith Blue, that zesty bergamot hits you right away. Here, what I get first is a little soft spice, very smooth here, and maybe that's why I like it, because it's not in your face, you know what I mean? But I get a soft spice. The incense to me is more of a haze. It is not smoky. It doesn't give tobacco. It is not strong, in my opinion. If anything, it's like more in the background. Okay, it really just kind of adds a little bit of sex appeal to this fragrance. Now, as far as the amber, I may be pulling a little amber, but it doesn't feel that warm to me. Usually when I smell amber, I get something very rich, something warm. Okay, I'm not getting that here. It's very toned down. This to me has a cooling type of feel, a cooling type of effect, in my opinion. But I give it a 10 out of 10. It doesn't remind me of anything that I have in my collection except for Chronicles, okay? This is the only thing that I can compare it to. Does it lean a little masculine? Yes, in my opinion. Not as masculine as the blue though. The blue is very masculine. This, on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to masculinity, I probably get like a 4 or 5. That's why I say this one comes off more of a unisex type of feel than masculine. So if you are a woman that wears a lot of unisex fragrances, you wear a lot of niche fragrances, I feel like niche fragrances really sits on that fine line of unisex. That's what this gives. This feels and smells very niche to me. So I highly recommend it. I do feel like it's one of those fragrances though, where it's better in the fall. I don't know how it will perform in the winter time because it's so soft, right? Blue though is definitely going to be your summertime fragrance because it's very citrusy. But I've heard from some of the perfumers who create their fragrances, they say citrus is best worn in the cooler months because that citrus has a tendency to last a little bit longer. I haven't put it to the test yet. I know I've been saying for years I was going to wear oud in summer. I was going to wear citrus in the winter. Baby, I have been sticking to the rivers and the lakes that I am used to, okay? I haven't experimented much at all. I'm barely really learning how to layer my fragrances because y'all know I'm not a layering girly. So there's that. Yeah, I think these both are great fragrances. You really can't go wrong with either one. They're super affordable. Again, this one gives me Bleu de Chanel, if that is your vibe. It's like your classic blue fragrance. And this one is, the Noir is definitely giving more niche, soft spice, warm, you know, a little incensey, a little earthy, but they're both great. I give them a 10 out of 10. So these are very affordable, okay? Depending on the site that you get them from, like Joma Shop, I feel like you can get it for the low. I mean, anytime I go on Joma Shop's website looking for an Arabic fragrance, I mean, some of them start off at $20. So, you know, that's a pretty good deal. Also try fragrancebuy.ca. I love Fragrance Buy for Arabic fragrances. They seem to have a lot to choose from. So those are just two places that you guys can find these French Avenue / Fragrance World fragrances, Joma Shop and fragrancebuy.ca. Probably Amazon too. Hey, I know, I'm just throwing it out there, yay, in case, you know what I'm saying? Do with that information you will, okay? This was a short and sweet video, like I said. If you have tried these fragrances, please comment down below. Let us know how you feel about them. I love to get feedback from you guys. That way, you know, people are deciding to buy fragrances, and they don't have to just take it from me. They can take it from y'all too, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all be knowing what y'all talking about. So leave your comment down below. If you're into perfume, fragrances, building a collection, or maybe you're just loving my vibe, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time I upload. Before you leave, hit that thumbs up button. Very important for the growth of my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I hope you are smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.